Hello everyone and welcome. This is the video I promised a few months ago when I put here on the channel a video about yeast starters. This is the zombie yeast. So I kept it in the fridge for 3 months, I think. And then I of course I put it into a new starter and used it to brew extra special bitter recipe based on recipe from Brew Your Own magazine. Everything went pretty well. Of course it was much more intensive activity in the starter and then in the yeasting process. And I have just a few things to show you about the end of the brew day. Then we'll come back to show you how the beer came out. Three weeks have passed, the yeast has done its job, finished at 10, 12, 10, 13, that's I think over 75% attenuated. I packed a 5-liter mini keg and a dozen of 33 bottles. This is the first time I brewed this recipe or even this style, but it's looking good. I've tasted the wort or the beer, the flat beer, and it's pretty nice. I think it will be a very nice bitter. This is the yeast cake. I don't know if you can see anything. This is how it looked. Beer in the glass. Medium to low carbonation. You get the creamy, white off, slightly tan head. I didn't use any fining agent, so it's well, cloudy, very cloudy. The color is the color of an extra bitter, English extra special bitter. The recipe itself, so it was adapted from Brew Your Own, very simple. Used a little bit what I here had. Then I made a mistake with the hop calculations. It's too bitter for me. It dried up too much also for me. They say here from Wyeast that attenuation 73 to 76. I think it made a little bit more, maybe it's close to 80. Good flocculation, malty flavor characteristics. It will finish crisp, clean and fairly. Crisp, clean. We don't get lots of fruity aromas. Actually, in the nose you get lots of floral and earthy aromas from the East Kent Goldings. I used it in here, and a little bit of caramel malty in the back. In the mouth, you get sweetness, you get floral, earthy notes, caramel, a little bit of biscuit. I used here a few Belgian malts I had. Biscuit malt. I had the caramel 45 Lovibond, and then I gave it just a little bit of Special B Belgian. It works nice, but it just dries too much, and you get too bitter in the end. for an extra special bitter. It's probably not the ideal yeast for an extra special bitter. Here is a English Irish red ale, foreign stout, tropical stout, English barley wine. But it works. I think I would prefer some things less attenuation, more sugar, more maltiness, less IBUs, but that was my mistake. Anyway, it's the mouthfeel is really British, you know. British, you get this kind of very small bubbles, lacings on the glass. It's just a little bit of a thin retention of a thin layer. It's beautiful. It's refreshing. I didn't open the mini keg because I think it will melt. This extra bitterness, it will mellow down a little bit with time, and the dryness and crispiness, this will make a very nice summer or warm time beer. So this was it. This was the end of the Wyeast Zombie 1335 British Ale 2. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Cheers.